Without it, then it's okay.
Nyan?
Yeah, literally, I have not had coffee since when, when was the last Sunday?
No, I'm proud of you.
Yeah, since Sunday. Well, Sunday night because I had to work. Like I had to have coffee. I had to have coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah, because yeah, I had to do this work and I lost it, and then kwanyanzeleka mandiphinda ndiqale pants.
Okay, no, I'm proud
So
of you.
yeah,
But did you get up in 29 degrees Celsius
yeah.
and you're having coffee?
I don't think that heat has anything to do with it. I don't know why people want to put that together, coffee and the weather.
I mean, when it's hot, you want to have a beverage that is going to like cleaser the longer, you
Really?
know? Yeah,
We
but
have we have air conditioning.
oh, sorry, but I know, like, I'm a hot beverage lover. Like, I
Mm,
used to drink coffee like oko,
yeah.
but I tried to substitute my coffee with tea because it's
Okay.
healthier.
Okay.
Yabon.
Okay.
But I got here and the coffee, it smelled so good, and I was like, I'm definitely having coffee. I'm making myself a cup of coffee.
Because it's real coffee. That's important as well.
Oh.
I feel like I need to, because we need to understand the difference. It's not chicory or whatever shady beverage other people have.
Soze uthi ezinye ikofu zishade.
Chicory is shady. It's not real coffee. Even let's not call it coffee. It's chicory. But yeah, let's get into it, man. I have the background music even to set the mood. We're talking self forgiveness, because we've gone from not being the preferred child, yeah.
Yes.
Umzalo khethayo. We've gone to dealing with problems in the best way possible. We've gone to self worth realization, and now we're talking
Yes.
about moving on from all the hate, the anger, the hatred.
Yes.
How do we do that? How do we deal with it? What are the things that you need to look at when you get into that?
We're on a journey. I feel
Mhm.
like everyone is on a journey of healing
Yeah.
to one way or another.
Mm.
Whatever it is that you're trying to heal,
Mm.
whether it is your childhood traumas,
Mm.
anything that has happened to you in the past, but we are on a journey of healing, and you are your best healer.
Mm.
When
Mhm.
Silk, you
Mhm.
are your best healer
Okay.
because like people can support me all they want.
Yeah.
Ungafika wena uthetha amazwi,
Good words.
you
Deep.
know, you
Yeah.
know, deep
Yeah.
words. I can have the best support system ever,
Mm-hmm.
but I am my best healer,
Mm-hmm.
mna
Mm-hmm.
self.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you realize and you are aware of the things that you're going through,
Mm-hmm.
and when you want to heal and are intentional about your healing,
Mm-hmm.
how do you, because you're healing most, you aware of these things, you're
Yeah.
triggered, you're
Yeah.
whatever, but
Yeah.
how do you move forward?
Mm.
Yeah, well,
Mm-hmm.
and you can forgive abantu can apologize, but it all starts. Such an essential thing. It's
Yeah.
important to forgive yourself because I can't cut myself off.
Yeah.
So I need to sit with myself. I need to
And
sit with myself. I have to think about, hectic. Like,
yeah, yeah.
you
And
did
being
this,
being
you
a
did that.
generation that is so quick to cut off and move away from people.
Oh no, you branded to
On some,
cut
I'm not
off.
going to do that. Let's just cut it off and just move on and be about life. Now, how do we nyan nyan? We can't cut ourselves off.
No, you
And in
can't.
most instances, we put ourselves in situations or positions that compromise our being.
That's what you need to forgive yourself for the most.
Yes.
Yes.
Not being able to choose you when you were supposed to.
Right? And you are your biggest project.
Mm.
Ne?
Mm-hmm.
If I can put it like that.
Yeah.
You're your biggest project.
Mm-hmm.
Forgiving yourself is important, man. But it also comes with self-awareness,
Mm.
Lando.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Ne? Realizing that sometimes I'm a villain in situations.
Yeah.
Okay. I've gotten into a situation where because it's always been, I'm not saying I'm a perfect person, but I'm a perfect person, but I try not to do isn't a toxic way because
I don't want that
I
in
don't want that
return.
done to myself.
Yeah.
And I realized that even in a certain situation, I realized that villain and it's okay.
How did you come to realize that actually I wasn't the best of me in that particular situation?
I think with self-awareness.
Yeah.
I think everything comes to self-awareness because I had felt so uncomfortable and I was like, why are you so uncomfortable with this? And I was like, okay, you acted out of character. That was not you. Why are you acting this way? Yabon? And it comes with being aware of yourself because if you're aware of yourself, you're able to identify izinto ozenzayo that are not you, that do not resonate with the type of person that you are. Yabo? And I had to sit down with myself and I had to be like, okay, dude,
what now?
Uyi-villain ngoku. No, uyi-villain. And sometimes you are going to, it's inevitable for you to hurt abantu. Hurting people is inevitable. Singabantu, we are humans. Yabon? And I had to forgive myself for that and acknowledge
that I actually did this.
Acknowledge uburongo bam in that situation.
It's so strange hearing a woman saying this. I had to acknowledge being wrong. What?
Why are we making this about
no, I'm
women
sorry.
and men?
No, it's not about women and men. It's just so weird to hear that. It's not something that you hear every single day. It's like I acknowledged that I was wrong.
I'm a human being before I'm a woman.
Yeah, but that kind of leads in most instances, you know. Now, when you do acknowledge that you're wrong, you acknowledge it to yourself. Yes. Do you go and say that, hey, listen, Silk, I feel like I didn't act right or I acted out of character over there. No. I apologize.
Definitely. I'm big on communication as a human being. Very big on communication because I believe that is the adults.
Yeah.
But I've recently learned that sometimes you don't need to communicate no because akazofuna held accountable.
Okay.
So I can't need because I'm back and forth.
Okay. But and also with communication comprehension. Yeah, it's very important as well with communication comprehension because we all say that, oh my God, communicate, oh, talk to me, but are you comprehending? Yes, we and understand na. Because it's also very important. It's also being able to comprehend the action and the effect of your actions or your stance with somebody else.
Do you comprehend what I'm saying? Do you comprehend where I am coming from?
Yeah.
Because now when you're a person that lacks comprehension or rather accountability, because I've taken a poster about accountability, name, the comprehension go hand in hand.
Yes.
Because now okay, Silk and Ikho, I did not like the way you spoke to me. Fine. Am I understanding where you're coming from? Am I not feeling attacked now? Yabon? Because now I'm going to be like Zaba attacked because Yabon?
Yeah.
But when I'm a person that understands you and that on the accountability, I'm able to say, Silk, that's all, ne? Because I can understand the lack of accountability. I did not bengingenzi ngabomi bengingathethi nawo ngabomi olahlobo okanye hayi uyive wrong Silk yabona. Let me not, because ewe ingene wrong kuwe, that was not my intention, but ngoku mandicela uxolo. Yabona.
Yeah.
That is accountability, and maybe sitting down with myself and accounting uba okay mhlawumbi nyhani bendingenandlela yothetha yabona okanye okay ke mhlawumbi I should change indlela yam yothetha because Silk akayithandanga, mhlawumbi ndiqhele uthetha olaa hlobo, but you are not comfortable with that certain situation. Yabo? So accountability, comprehension.
There's this thing now that we do, and I say we because it's nearly an everybody thing.
Yeah.
The thing of not wanting to say that, Ikho, what you said angered me, or it hurt me, or it offended me. And if I was born wrong, then fine, yek. If uzibonanga uburongo, it's fine, yeka. Because now, like you say, that you are used to talking like this and nobody has ever been offended by this.
Yeah.
Or you're used to acting like this and nobody has ever called you out on saying, hey, Chomi, it's a bit problematic.
Yeah.
But now you meet Usilk who will feel like, you don't talk to me like that. But now I'm going to say, if you don't know what you did wrong, then I can yek.
No, but remember, let's say you are, well, we're peeps. You're in my tribe. Now, I am, like, ndithetha nje nanje nam.
Yeah.
And then you don't, awundilungisi, and it's whatever. Kanye, hayi, uyaziwa uIkho akanandlela yothetha.
Yeah, nguye lo ukrwada.
You know?
Yeah.
And I am known as your friend.
Yeah.
I am known as Silk's friend. Now I go to Enindao.
Yeah.
And now people are just like, this hun.
Yeah.
Like, how does Silk deal with her?
Yeah.
She's a lot. She's problematic. And as well as ichomi yako, itini if reflection your friendship yako. I am not saying that you are obligated you're not my parent. But a friendship is something that is supposed to, we are supposed to grow each other. We are a reflection of one another because we spend a lot of time together. So zitini values zethu, zitini values and dynamics of this friendship.
And the most we're planting into each other, we're feeding into each other and off each other.
Do you see?
Yeah.
But at the same time, ke ngoku, calling out yako injani. Because now, let's say ndinengxaki yongakwazi uthetha kakuhle, ne? And then you come at me, hayi Ikho ukrwada, like those things. Then calling out yako, now it seems like you're attacking me. Yabo?
Yeah.
And then nam ndaqonda uba you can't come at me like that. Yabon? Whereas if you'd say, Chomi man, yazi, anithandanga indlela othetha ngayo, ne? I wish ngowuthe okanye ngowubeka olo hlobo okanye ngowubuzile instead of just, yabo? So like calling out that comes from a place of ukulungisa instead of judging, then I won't be, yabo? I'm going to listen to you because you're speaking to me like another human being. You're communicating with me. I want to shout. Do you see? So I think that's important. Even with self, when I spoke, even with self, the way you talk to yourself, the way you extend grace to yourself, that was born.
Yeah.
Because we're human beings, and the land of spending time alone is so important because you will see, but you are God, sweetie pie. That was not the one.
Yeah.
But you're able to sit, reason with yourself. It's very shaky. I think accounting for actions is very shaky, especially when you now have to call yourself out. It's very shaky, but ubuye ke ngoku extend la grace kuwe, yabo? It's okay because sometimes nyani ukhona umuntu estratweni endiyivelen kuye uIkho's the worst person, but wena Silk, you're gonna be like, oh no,
not her, she's the sweetest.
Ikho is sweetheart, and we do experience different people differently, yabo? And now funeka accept uba I will be a villain sometimes, but how do I treat myself? Because the other person is not obligated to forgive you. The other person has no obligation to see you in a better light.
You've been told this, you've accepted this, because now how do you begin to say that, okay, this I did, now I need to do better, but with doing better, I forgive myself for 120. How do you begin to do that? How do you begin to move towards that space of forgiving self?
I think it goes to land of understanding that you're a human being. These things happen. Like, things happen. Abantu see us in a bad light. Abantu will experience us see right, but we are never perfect human beings. Like, imperfection, ayonto yabantu.
Yeah.
Extending grace to yourself, man. Like, we're a human being now. Yeah, goes into by a villain. Trust me.
It does.
Yeah, especially when you're used to being the victim. Yeah, but you're used to being the victim, but it's not nice. Yabona, it's really not nice. But you call yourself out and you forgive yourself. Then move from a place of forgiveness. Then Ikho, how do we do better, Mdase? What do we do better? Don't let habit if neka sishenga semba.
Yeah.
What habit do we adapt?
Yeah. Yeah.
If an alanto of being in relationships that don't serve us.
Yeah.
Or staying in relationships that don't serve us, whether they are platonic, whether they are romantic relationships, whether they are work relationships. Because uphela kwala relationship, you're like, what? Like,
yeah.
No, like bekutheni, like bekutheni engqondweni yakho. Then you struggle to sit with yourself because wow.
And can we jump now to that thing of staying in this relationship until you are fed up? I will make an example. You see a child banging their head on the wall continuously. They're banging their head. What do you do as a parent? Or what do you do as the person watching?
You take the child away.
Why?
Because the child is hurting themselves.
And there is threat of long-term damage.
Yes.
I get it. Now, would you not say that staying in a toxic, dangerous relationship for a very long time, to say that I want to be tired of this before I actually leave, is not the same as that child who's banging their head against the wall?
I wouldn't say it's the same.
How so?
Because if we are in this relationship, and then it keeps happening. I read in a book, oh my gosh, I read in a book, ithi lencwadi uba we become fonder of people that hurt us. Trauma.
Okay.
Let me find it.
So it's Stockholm syndrome, because basically this thing that we fall into.
Right?
Yeah.
But I don't think it's always the case. Sometimes ikona into okay, let's say a person is in an abusive relationship, right?
Yeah.
The person is there for them. Like companionship yalomdu is beautiful. They understand the love language yako. They are a companion, ne? But abusive uputiza. Better, he's controlling. So now sometimes I'm going to overlook. No, listen.
I hear you. And the sad thing is that it's something that's happening. People are doing this.
I'm going to overlook because I know and their lives like. But what I'm going to say is that it's important to be able to provide yourself what the other person is providing you.
Yes. Now,
even if it's not financially, because if you're able to afford yourself or give yourself what the other person is giving you, you'll be able to see. Then unga overlook. If you're able to be there for you, for yourself emotionally, ne? If you're able to be there for yourself and you're able to show yourself love unconditionally, you will not always overlook yonke lanto.
Okay, let's take a minute quickly. It's exactly 10 minutes just before the top of the hour, and we're going to have to wrap it up and get out of here. But for now, let's just do this.
I think there's one name that shines above all. For your uninterrupted broadcast, no matter the weather, keeping SC Radio is always on. With
I'm so mad.
It's a new revolution on KNR Radio, according to you. We're talking about staying and until you are fed up and providing for yourself what you think you need.
Yes. And this does not necessarily have to be
financially. Yeah.
Yes.
Because when I grew up and from place to place, never ever having feeling or the feeling of belonging or family or unity, and then now I have got this person that is giving me that in a way, but this person is very abusive. This person is very nonchalant about how I feel, doesn't really care, is not bothered about my struggles, my pains, my fears, my everything else, my insecurities. It's just that they want the control and demand of my time. And how do I overlook all of that and say, at least I feel like I belong, Ikho?
Exactly. Because abantu meet needs zethu different, and we have different needs. For example, you've always
Wanted
felt
family.
the need to
Yeah.
belong, or
Yeah.
you've wanted a family.
Mm.
Now you are going to overlook his needs because lamdo is providing lando ishotayo kuwe. Yabon? Hence I say it's not always easy to leave toxic relationships, toxic friendships, toxic whatevers, because there is a need that the other
That
person
is
meeting.
Yeah.
Yabon?
A colleague said that this person, before all of that, lays the groundwork, you know. They survey the land. Now, from removing you from your people, and then them giving you what you think you need and couldn't get outside of, and then now providing themselves as this helper and savior of you. They have won you over before they actually manipulate and abuse you. So there are those three, that there's that groundwork that was laid before the actual smack or financial abuse or sexual abuse continuously. You know, it's small but significant.
Yeah.
For example, the need to belong. Whereas you have a circle of friends that love you, they want to be with you, they want to support you, but you're not seeing that right now because Silk is in your ear saying that they don't love you like I do. They don't care about you like I do. They don't know you like I do. So stay here, and if you leave, who's gonna love you? You nag.
Hence in the city before I expect Usilk to meet a certain need of myself, let me ensure that
I've got this covered.
I've got it covered. I meet that need. Le ndizifuna uyifumana estratweni nami ndiyakwazi uyimithisha la need. I can be there for myself. I offer myself companionship. I offer myself friendship. I offer myself kindness.
The happiness that you want from somebody, you are able to give it to you.
You see, like I cultivate ubomi bam to a point where we all need companionship. We do. We all need friendship. All those ships. We all need those ships.
Yes.
But when you're able, and when you are aware of self and what it is that you need, and what is it that you can do to meet as our needs, ube full of yourself, not in a bad way, but ube full, ube content of isiqu sakho, then I think that's where it starts. But it's always very complex when people remain in relationships that don't serve them. Hence, you're like, but njani? Like, how? Then in that process of self-forgiveness, acknowledge the part that you played in your own goal. Acknowledge that part.
The enabling as well.
Yes. Because I was in this relationship. I could have lived, but I couldn't. So I could have lived,
but I didn't.
I made time for Ubani. I loved Ubani. I gave Ubani access to me. Yabona, zonke zazinto, those the role that you've played on umgo wako. Yabona, when you realize it, ingumgo on its own, like yako is, but when you acknowledge it,
it's even better.
That's where the self-forgiveness starts. Because no,
how did I allow this?
How did I allow this? I overlooked so many things that I never thought I would have overlooked. I stayed in a relationship that made me feel inadequate. So now when you're out of there, the different aspects, acknowledge it. You played a role. As much as Ubani was toxic and whatnot, you were an enabler in the relationship. Acknowledge it, sit in your mgowo, accept yourself, forgive yourself.
Acknowledge, deal, accept, and move.
Yes.
Okay. Last bit before we go.
Last bit before we go. This is very. I was really enjoying this topic. I was really enjoying it.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, okay.
Indaba zipheli
Okay.
kodwa ke chaba lixesha.
Indaba zipheli kuphela wena,
Yeah,
Chomi.
yeah.
But I think we're forgiving yourself, acknowledging.
Yeah.
Acknowledgement, and forgiving yourself. And even for dreams that you didn't
pursue and chase.
Realize and pursue, forgive yourself for that. Because look, the reality of it is that we live in times where you're like, okay, hi, this dream like it's just not allowing, it's not popping. Let's move on to the other
else.
one. Yes. And you feel like where you are right now was never part of the plan. But you're here now.
Yes.
How do I flourish kule ndawo ndikuyo?
Yebo.
I'm here right now.
Yebo.
How do I flourish kule ndawo ndikuyo? Even if you played an active role in where you are right now, ungafunanga uba kuyo, even if you messed up or whatever, forgive yourself. For playing a part uba ukulo ndawo ukuyo ngoku.
You said it
because
all. Yeah.
If you don't forgive yourself, it's so easy to blame. Yo, usilk, zanga gendi kude.
I always say that to people. What was your part in your situation? What was your because come on, man. Come on. Here's a drama series unfolding or in your life of what is your part? Did you direct? Did you cast? Or did you write?
Did you script?
Kuthini, what did you do? What was your part in all of this? Once again,
exactly.
Okay. Thank you very much. I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
My name is Sok Damoy. We came, we saw, we conquered once again when Beyond Radio. Thank you very much for choosing us. And in the famous words of Batman,
and now, South African
Who's calling?
No, it's not. My aunt is calling and we are still on air. My aunt is calling. That's not the one though. This is the one. While we're talking about people that will manipulate you and blackmail you to saying that nobody loves you, nobody cares about you. This song came to mind. This is Kelly Rowland, Dirty Laundry. She was going through a situation where the man told her that Beyonce doesn't love you, even your sister doesn't love you.